Okay, so basically, we just stole Miss Christodoulou's camera, and we're getting ready to go interview people to tell you exactly how amazing she is. So, we gotta go. Bye.
All right, so if Miss Christodoulou had not been your English 2 teacher, how do you think this class would be different for you?
I probably would not have learned as much as I did or been able to comprehend it in an atmosphere that was really comfortable for me because, like, most English teachers don't really understand kids these days. Like, they don't understand our language. So how can they teach us English if they don't really understand our English? And Miss Christodoulou was a really down-to-earth teacher, and she really understood how to teach us. And I really respected that out of her, and I miss her a lot.
So have you talked to Miss Christodoulou since your class ended with her?
Oh yeah, every day. I see her every day, and I come visit her. She always helps me with all my new homework and all the homework I do. And she's always someone to talk to if I have problems. And that's what you want in a teacher. That's what a teacher is.
So why do you believe Miss Christodoulou deserves to be International Teacher of the Year?
I believe she's the perfect person for it because there's so many things you can say about Miss Christodoulou. She's an amazing woman. She's been around the world. She's taught everywhere, and kids love her. There's not a person in our school that would say that they don't like Miss Christodoulou. She's one of the best teachers I've ever had in my entire career of teachers.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Alex.
So, Mr. Allred, how do you feel that Miss Christodoulou has positively affected the staff at Lake Norman High School?
Well, we've had a lot of different VIF teachers visiting international faculty before, and she is the first teacher who's come along that I think has really had a positive impact. And I attribute it to the fact that, one, she's a native English speaker, and two, she's had experience, in England, and she's also lived in New Zealand. And I think she brings just a very interesting cultural flair to the staff, and she just brings a different perspective on education. I think it's been felt in the faculty community and definitely in the student community.
Okay, how do you feel about the foreign exchange students that Miss Christodoulou has brought into our school?
I've always been very supportive of foreign exchange students. I'm currently involved with Ms. Doss with a partnership with a school in Denmark as well, and I think that the more cultural awareness, cultural exposure, global exposure that we can have in the school and outside of the school, the better.
How do you think the students and staff will feel when she leaves?
Probably mixed emotions. Having a different cultural person in the school sometimes can be difficult because, for her, it's a difference coming to this country and having to adapt, but there's also an adaptation to her. So she comes in and is very different, and people get acclimated to her, but then when she leaves, you kind of realize that there's a void there, and sometimes the things that you thought you wouldn't miss, you do. So we'll miss her a lot.
And you know that Miss Christodoulou has been nominated for International Teacher of the Year. Why do you feel she should win?
When I've been in her classroom, and I've probably visited 4 times over the past 2 years for lengthy amounts of time, I always see the things in the classroom that I want to see when I come in. I see students working together. I see what I would call organized chaos, where you might look at it and not know what's going on, but everybody does know what's going on. I see a lot of creativity in the classroom, and what I see more than anything that I love is the students engaged in school, which I don't get to see every day.
Well, thank you, Mr. Allred.
10th grade writing test.
Well, in Ms. Christodoulou's class, we had to do a lot of essays. We had to do a lot of writing, and she always graded them over. She returned them to us, gave us feedback, and if we had questions, she would always just answer them for us and help us the best way she could. And so, I think that's really going to end up helping me when I have to take the writing test, and it's pretty soon.
So, do you miss her class?
I miss her class a bunch. Her class was so much fun. Now that I look back on it, I didn't realize how much I was learning until now that I'm looking back. And she didn't even seem like she was teaching. We had to do a lot of activities and we did a lot of work. But it was fun, and at the same time we learned a lot. And now that I look back, I realize that.
So, Michael, why do you think Miss Christodoulou should be International Teacher of the Year?
Well, I think she definitely deserves to be because she wasn't just a great teacher, she was a really good person. Whenever you needed her, she was always there. She was always available to you. And she's just really genuinely a nice person. And I love Miss Christodoulou, so she definitely deserves to be a Teacher of the Year, International Teacher of the Year.
Thank you, Michael.
Love you, Miss Christodoulou.
So, Ms. Rankin, how do you think Miss Christodoulou has impacted our school besides the fact of being a teacher?
Okay, I am Shirley Rankin, and I am the bookkeeper and finance officer for Lake Norman High School. And Ms. Christodoulou is our staff morale person, and she plans all of the staff's parties. If someone has a baby or if there's a death, she takes care of any flowers or presents that we give to the staff. And she does a great job.
So why do you think Miss Christodoulou deserves to be Teacher of the Year, International Teacher of the Year?
Because she is a very caring and giving person, and I would give her my highest recommendations.
Thank you, Ms. Rankin. So, Jared, I realize Ms. Christodoulou is your creative writing teacher. How is this class different from any other high school class?
We have a whole lot of freedom. She lets us do, a lot of stuff within the borders of the school rules, of course. But, she'll give us a prompt. We write about it. She'll, if we get done writing early, she'll tweak our brain and, put us in a position to where we can write, not because we have to, but because it's enjoyable and we can't not write.
So why do you think Miss Christodoulou should be International Teacher of the Year?
She's a brilliant person. She's very, very nice, and she's very down to earth and in touch with the student body. I think she really gets today's kids a lot better than most of the teachers I've come across, and her style of teaching is it's very suitable for a wide array of kids.
All right, thanks, Jared.
Hey, this is radio station WSKEE. We're taking calls on the wish line, making your wacky wishes come true.
Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" parlor. I wish I was like 6'9" so I can get with Leoshi, cause she don't know me, but yo, she's really fine. You know I see her all the time, everywhere I go, and even in my dreams I can scheme a way to make her mine. Cause I know she's living fat, her boyfriend's tall and he plays ball, so how am I gonna compete with that? Cause when it comes to playing basketball, I'm always last to be picked, and in some cases never picked at all. So I just lean up on the wall, or sit up in the bleachers with the rest of the girls who came to watch they man ball. Dag y'all, I never understood black, while the jocks get the fly girls and me I get the hood rats. I tell them scat, skittles, kabobble. Got hit with a bottle and put in a hospital for talking that mess. I confess it's a shame when you living in a city that's the size of a box and nobody knows your name. Glad I came to my senses, like quick, got sick to my stomach, overcome it by thoughts of me and her together, right? So when I